What's going on, everybody? It is your boy A-Dub. This is Club 50 Sports. I'm back again with my homeboy Manny C. Manny, talk to your people.
What's up, guys? How's it going? How's it going?
So let's get right into it. Uh, man, we went up to Baltimore this week. The Chiefs, who have been struggling all season long, uh, they went up against some tough odds. They had to go to Buffalo. This week they had to go to Baltimore. And once again, the Chiefs prevail. What did you see? What happened in Baltimore?
I think what happened, the newspaper should have said yesterday, um, Baltimore Ravens took due to the fact that Todd Monken uh, decided that he wanted to recreate football again, or he wanted to recreate a new game plan for for the game. You are a running team. Let's get it out the way. We all know that you guys are a run heavy team, and you completely did the opposite. You decided that I'm going to throw the ball 37 times. Let's just see what happens. Um, and this is what happens. You converted 3 of 11 third downs, unacceptable, by the way. Uh, Time of possession, horrible. 37.30 for the Chiefs to 22.30. That's not going to win you ball games. Another one, very importantly, Gus Edwards, 3 carries for a measly 20 yards. 20 yards. I have to blame here Monken and John Harbaugh for this loss mainly. And Lamar Jackson, but again, a quarterback only does what your OC calls in the plays. Like, so you have to follow what your OC calls. It's the nature of the game. You know, Todd Monken was horrible. Not even halftime adjustments. I didn't see anything. You know what happened here, though? Mr. Espagnolo, he was like, the Ravens play right into my hands. They're going to throw the ball 37 times. I'm going to be ready for you. And he sent in some pressure, giving Lamar different looks. They were playing mainly quarter, like a little quarter defense, nickel and quarter, like playing with a lot of like DBs and blitzing at least like 5 people coming at him to disrupt the timing, and it worked. It worked. The Ravens only scored 10 points. Now let's say it's not all of it on Lamar Jackson. Poor Say Flowers, man. He did have a pretty good game, 5 for 115 yards. That's a pretty good game, if you ask me. But guess what? The football world is going to remember your fumble at the goal line. And that is how your season ends. A fumble at the goal line. And then Lamar Jackson throws a crucial pick in the end zone. He wants to throw it to triple coverage. I don't even know what the hell he was seeing. And then I'm just tired, Adam. Just like to get it out the way of people. Mahomes is a great quarterback, but I don't think Mahomes did anything different than what he hasn't done in the past. He played a safe game. He managed the game safe. He didn't throw you the crucial pick, and he hasn't done that in the playoffs this year. Adam, game manager, he took care of the ball, and now he's playing in the big game, in the Super Bowl. I have to blame more like the Ravens game plan coming into to this weekend on anything else than Mahomes. I don't think Mahomes he wasn't a game changer in this time around in this game. What do you think?
So what I saw from the game was a lot of what you saw. When it comes to the question, let me just answer the question. I think you answered the question, but then you kind of jumped away. The answer for me is no. Lamar Jackson is not to blame for this. I definitely agree when it comes to the game script. The coaching staff did a horrible job. Your 2 running backs combined for 6 carries. What are you doing? You led the league in not only rushing attempts this year, but you also led the league in rushing yards this year. And then you go into the conference championship game and you abandon what got you there in the first place. How that makes any sense, I don't know. Now, if you were trying to play this game of Lamar Jackson versus Patrick Mahomes, that probably wasn't the best thing either. As you stated, Manny, Patrick Mahomes, he's been here before. I wouldn't necessarily call him a game manager the way that you said game manager.
But when I say game manager, I don't say it in a way.
You let me speak. You're gonna get your chance to rebuttal. You let me finish. You had
Okay,
3 minutes.
keep going. Keep going.
When it comes to that, I think that he made the necessary plays when he needed to make them, and that's what championship quarterbacks do. Travis Kelce, a resurgence. I talked about this regarding the Buffalo game. The guy seems to be back. What did his stats look like? The man had
11 receptions for 116 and 1 touchdown. Not bad.
Yeah, he again, the guy is looking like he's supposed to look at this level of the season. Going back to the Ravens, the best play of the game for me, I'm going to be quite honest with you, was Lamar Jackson catching his own batted pass and running for 13 yards. I've never seen anything like that in my life. So that was amazing. But the Baltimore Ravens definitely stepped away from their game script, what got them there, and it ultimately cost them the game. Not to mention they had 8 penalties for 95 yards, which is also uncommon for this Baltimore team. They got some personal fouls. They got some taunting penalties. Zay Flowers at the goal line. If you didn't see Hardman the week before against the Buffalo Bills, he did the same thing, Zay. He did the same thing. How do you make that same mistake when you were near the goal line and there is defenders coming towards you? You cannot stretch the ball out. You cannot do that. And those plays were so critical in that moment because this Baltimore Ravens defense, my man, they played. Hats off to that defense. 0 points by the Chiefs in the second half. And I know that they must have been looking at Lamar Jackson like, dude, help. They must have been looking at the offensive play callers like, what are you guys doing? We can't do anything better. We can't help any more than we are right now. But yeah, I definitely don't put this loss on Lamar. He played as well as he could play. Yes, he did have a critical mistake. He threw into triple coverage. Not sure what he was seeing on that play to Isaiah Likely. But overall, the kid played well. I just think that the Baltimore Ravens stepped away from what they do best, and it ultimately cost them the game. Go ahead with your rebuttal with Patrick Mahomes.
The thing about Mahomes, Adam, is he doesn't commit the big mistakes. He lets you commit it for him. Like Lamar Jackson throwing that pick into triple coverage or the Ravens offense deflating. That is what I mean.
In the big time mistakes in the red zone.
Like he lets you go through your mistakes because what I have learned from Patrick Mahomes is that he's not going to throw you that crucial pick. It's just not going to. I haven't seen it yet. I just haven't seen it this postseason, and the one before that, I haven't seen it. I think the last time that I saw that happen was when the Bengals beat them at Arrowhead Stadium doing that playoff that he threw a pick. I want to say in OT, and then the Bengals score on that possession. But that's it, Adam. He manages the game great. He makes a throw when he has to, like the great quarterback that he is. But again, he does not commit the crucial mistake, and I don't think he's going to do it now in the Super Bowl. I just don't see it happen. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see it.
He's definitely a special player. And again, hats off to Andy Reid. You know,
Yeah,
they lost Eric Bieniemy to the Washington Commanders this past year, and the man doesn't skip a beat. He literally has to be in the talks now, in my opinion, for one of the greatest head coaches of all time, if he wasn't already there in most people's minds. This is 6 consecutive AFC Championship appearances.
amazing. It's just
This is
amazing. But
in
you
this
remember,
in this day and age.
but I
That's
remember I told you this last summer before that season began. I told you, man, Andy Reid is that dude. He's that dude. Offense, he knows his thing. He knows what he's doing. Now don't get me wrong. He has my homie now, but like he calls a game. He calls a great game. I think for me, for some reason, man, it just feels like he calls like the right play almost every time. Adam, it's something amazing. Pacheco still had Adam his 24 carries, dude. He still had his 24 carries. I mean, not for like 100 yards, but like at least he gained on 68 yards, which is not bad. But he kept it always balanced, Adam. That is what I mean. He kept the game balanced for the Chiefs, and that's what happens to when you want to win games. It's just what it is.
the man is a legend. That is for sure.